Alright, what you see here is a Hunter Comfort Breeze ceiling fan in white and bright brass finish. I got this fan from Mark Wilson around 3 years ago now. It's not exactly 3 years, but it's been about like another month or two. It'll be 3 months. I got this around, not April, but May of 2015. Because it was like the month before I graduated high school, and it was also, I met him in person at first in April, right before spring break, or April vacation. So, and then the second time I met him, we were just walking around Salem. I was showing him some of the fans around the area. He gave this fan to me for free. So, yeah, it's basically my first free fan. That's like a more of a quality one. And the fan's condition really isn't that all that great, but it's just such a nice 90s looking fan, or it's just a nice vintage looking fan that I just can't help but love it and such. When I first got it, it was missing the switch cap, but it still is. I just stole this off of something else. I think it's from the Summer Breeze 42-inch one, and the blade screws were missing and such. And I think it was missing the it was also missing the screws to attach the blades to the blade arms, I think. However, these blade arms aren't the original ones. I have no idea where I put those at the moment. I remember them being a bit rusted up. The blades, however, are original, and you can't really see it on camera too well. But they are not in the best shape. The reason why I'm still using these is because although I do have the square tip blades from the Studio series, those aren't in that good of a shape too, being that they have like some paint and such on them, so I'd rather stick with these. Just some scratches here and there. The white side just needs to be repainted basically, and it'll look fine. But on the fan does have shot bearings, and this was the mystery fan. A lot of you guys remember this, so I was kind of surprised since a lot of you guys are new to the channel. But yeah, the fan definitely is one of my oldest fans in the collection. It is from the second quarter of 1991. I remember right when the day I filmed this, I got this fan on video. As soon as I finished filming it, I just took it apart and installed a password to it the old place. And that one's definitely due for a remake as well, coming up soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, here it is. Also, it's my only white and brass 52-inch Hunter fan, so it's kind of sentimental for that reason. But also, it's like one of the fans that really started. It was like one of the first few fans that I had back when I really started to collect fans. Because back when I was younger, or when I first started the channel, you get a fan or two here and there, like the Clarkston, the Hampton Clarkston, and the Two-Coat Regencies. But those were more for installation purposes. Those weren't really for like collection and like the collection and such. So this is like really like one of the fans that really started up. It was like one of my first fans I had as a fan collector, so it's really sentimental to me for that reason. Still does need a lot of TLC. I've oiled it quite a bit since last time, but still does need some. Definitely going to need new bearings, so I'll have to work on that someday. But it still works fine. It moves a good amount of air, and yeah. As you can see, some of the fuzziness stuff is there. From what I know, this had a light kit on it originally. Mark told me he got it for a Hunter original and such. I'm not 100% sure like what was the light kit, but the pull chain that's on the Kitty K in the Dominican Republic was the one that was on this fan when he gave it to me. And I'm guessing it might have been like installed like on a porch-ish area, not like one that was like kind of insulated, but like not 100%. It was very dirty in the inside of the motor. So, yeah, it was definitely one of the most filthiest fans I got. No offense, Mark Wilson, but basically one of these, like, it was one of the fans that definitely had to clean up a bit when I got it. Inside, the outside wasn't like he gave it to me filthy about cleaning up the blades. It was more the inside of the motor that just needed a very good cleaning. Let me go ahead and start this fan up on no speed. Right here as well. I wish I kind of had it a little bit more fixed up compared to last time. But I just don't have the time to change all the bearings in it and such. It's a bit quieter than the last time. Last time it was a lot noisier. But yeah, it's just a nice fan to have in general. I didn't install it somewhere, like in the kitchen, like I remember saying it back then, but the bearing noise that it has is just something I can see annoying people and such, so until like it was fixed, I would have to like just use it like maybe in the basement or something, or just like if I have a basement and install a few fans from the collection, this would definitely be one of them. Like have like over the workbench or something. It's a nice fan, just needs a good amount of TLC and such. It still does, but it definitely needs some touch up on the blades, some blade arms. Well, 4 of them are from, I think, the Custom Home or something like that, and the other one's from the Brentwood. As you can see, this one that's out of clock, and that's because that one hangs down a bit lower. So it's like it's like a low profile type blade arm. I just found what I could use for this, just so I can put it back together for a video. But it moves good on well. It's definitely a fan I've been wanting to do a remake for quite some time, but I just didn't want to do it too soon. I'd rather wait a bit and such. Since it definitely has been a few years since you guys last seen this fan operating and such. Yeah, I remember seeing 3 of these in downtown Boston area near the government building. 3 of them in white. I'll have to move it to medium. And yeah, they had like, they were in white finish with Schoolhouse globes on them. I would like this fan more if it was in bright brass or white, but I do like the white and brass look to it. Definitely gives it a much more vintage look in my opinion. I feel like white and brass is just a more vintage looking finish than just plain white. Well, it does depend on the fan, I think. Like, for example, original, I feel like the white one looks a lot more vintage. Or this looks older looking than a white and brass one. But yeah, it moves good in medium. I did let it run for about an hour before I assembled it because the fan has been run for a long time, and also I ordered it like a week or 2 ago when I like showed it running, like for the mystery fan video, and then again today before I assembled it, I let it run for like an hour just without the blades, and then a half hour without the blades, and then a half hour with the blades, just so it can like just so the bearings quiet down a little bit. So while I'm quiet with the blades on, it's definitely something I figured I'd mention. Never high. It's definitely a fan I could see looking really nice in my here in this kitchen where the Bahamut, not the Bahamut, where the little Breeze is. However, knowing her, I don't think she'd take. Well, it's not that she won't take care of it, but considering how it does have a little ceiling, and also that space is a bit small, I don't think a 52-inch fan could fit there, but I feel like a 42-inch fan would be a lot better in that space. And also, the fan is in somewhat rough condition, I would say. Some of the brasses are a little bit rusted, so I just don't think it would be that nice of a condition to put up. Well, it's not in the best condition to be installed in the kitchen, I think. Especially if she needs a light on it. Yeah, it moves a great amount of air still. Kind of surprised, but I mean, with the bearings being so messed up as they are, I thought that the bearings would get a bit stiff after a while, and sometimes when they didn't. But yeah. I was thinking about putting a spotlight on this for a video. That will probably happen later on this year, probably in another year or so. Who knows? I'm behind on remake videos, so I really want to just focus on getting them done and showing the rest of the fans that haven't been seen for quite a bit, or just more specifically, haven't been seen operating in a while. yeah, but definitely moves a good amount of air, just like any split motor puncher would. But I do know these fans aren't as common as. I mean, I know the flying wave come freezes. They only made for like a short amount of time, so I wouldn't say it's uncommon, but just they're. I won't say they're rare. They're definitely not, but they're just. They're. I would say they're a bit desirable by some collectors. Just because they were like kind of made like around the time that Hunter started switching to like the more the '90s look of the switch housing that they have. And these were sold exclusively at Home Depot. I shut off and do spin down. You can kind of see like this. One of them just hangs up a lot more than the other blade arms. Just like not even looking at the blades, but just the blade arm itself. But yeah, I definitely could see me like putting this in the kitchen, depending on how. Like if it's like a kitchen that had the same design that my grandmother's had, like something of that era, I'd put a white and brass fan up, or a polished brass one. I think I'd put a white and brass one though, honestly. Yeah, I mean white and brass fans. I feel like the best room they'd look in is a either a living room, depending on the decor, kitchen, depending on the look of it, or a bathroom, or a bedroom, depending on the decor as well. But it really depends on if it had to go dated look, I'd put up a white and brass fan. Well, especially if it's one that looks like this, more vintage looking. But I mean, I definitely want. If there's any comfort breed I'd love to find, it would be like the chrome version that has gloss black blades on it. Cause that's definitely a combination I really like. Although I'd probably swap the gloss black blades with the gloss walnut blades I have from the Studio series in bright brass. I like that combination a lot more. Double checking. Yep, here's low. Not gonna show too long in reverse though. Yeah, there's also that Comfort Breeze and Orphanage in the Dominican Republic. I don't know why I'm guessing that one they definitely like had up a while back. But the building's not even that old. But from what I've been told, the fans that they get there, they're all like donated, so like that's why you saw like a few Westinghouse fans there and such. And I know down there they it could have been a used one that they got, but they had a lot of new old stock fans being sold at like stores that sell fans to begin with. Like a lot of fans that we like 90s hunters, you'd still see them being sold at other stores for a while. Like the Coastal Breeze, for example, that was still being the one I put up in the one that was installed in my grandparents' bedroom. Was up on display for a while and just never sold. So sometimes you'd have fans that just never sold down there, just because a lot of people down there, they kind of do like the more modernish stuff. And also Westinghouse was kind of taking over. Some more Westinghouses were being sold, and Hunters it's like more like a fan that people that had a little bit more money would buy down there, I'd say, depending on it. But every now and then you see like someone that's like that like just has a normal house, have a Hunter and such. But mostly the people who were like more upper class people had Hunters down there. That's why a lot of them didn't sell, because they were more expensive, I think. But yeah, that one. I know that one with Spock, I thought it was a cool combination. Definitely give a kitchen a very 90s look. The only problem is my kitchen's just way too up to date. You know, so I have a white fan in the living room. Not a white fan, I'm a brass fan in the living room. So I wouldn't want to have like a white fan in one room and a brass fan in the other room when it's like a dual install. Especially that would be the only brass fan there. So I kind of want to have like a balance: 2 brass fans in one room, and white fan in the bedroom, and a white fan in the bathroom. So I just don't want it to be like 3 white fans up here and 1 brass. It just looks unbalanced. But yeah, we gotta shut off the fan. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.